Hi guys, good morning and welcome to the Euro Car Show. Today I'm driving the brand new Hyundai Ioniq, which is pretty much Hyundai's answer to Toyota when it comes to the ultimate eco-hybrid car. So let's get right to it. First of all, I want to say that most probably during this review I'll be comparing this car to the Prius, because those two cars are more than similar, they're really alike. And besides a few differences, you can see that these cars are built to do the exact same thing. Now, starting with the design, I do think that this car is a bit better looking than the Prius. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is definitely not some kind of artwork when it comes to design. It's all right, it all serves a purpose, and that's being eco-friendly and economical when it comes to fuel consumption. It's a purpose-built car and it does look a bit more conventional than the Prius. Kind of follows the same lines, hatchbacks and so on and so on, but it does have a sloping roof design which makes it look a bit better, a bit sportier, but that design feature kind of sacrifices function, and that's where I want to get to next. Let us talk about the interior of this car. First of all, I was mentioning the sloping roof design, which I'll go straight to it. It does compromise headroom in the back. Legroom is amazing, you have all the space that you might need, it's very comfortable, you have even heated seats in the back, so the back was designed to accommodate people, not only kids. Unfortunately, for larger adults, it might be an issue headroom-wise. I mean, anyone above 180 centimeters might be touching the ceiling at all times when laying down, so that tends to get in the way of comfort. In the front, no issue whatsoever. I have all the space I need, the seats are very comfortable, and I can't really complain about anything. But I've mentioned heated back seats, which is a great feature to have in a car that costs less than 30,000 euros brand new. But it doesn't end there. You have heated and cooled front seats, you have heated steering wheel, you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, you have GPS, backing up camera, 360 sensor, parking sensors, I mean. You have so many options. You have a bunch of safety features. That's what I really love about Hyundai. They might not be the most luxurious cars around, but they do offer a lot of value for your money. It's crazy that a car that well priced comes with so many options. So really there isn't much you could add to this car. Finally, the materials inside, well, they're not the best, but they're all soft touch. So you can see that Hyundai actually paid attention and tried to make it as comfortable and as pleasant as possible. And although it might not be the softest leather or the greatest soft touch materials, they do deserve a big thumbs up. And before moving on to specifications, I want to say that trunk space is more than generous, and the fact that it's a hatchback makes it really easy to access, so this car deserves a pretty good note when it comes to practicality. Now, spec-wise, this car comes with a 1.6 liter engine, it's naturally aspirated, petrol of course, and it's also mated to an electric motor. And the maximum power output of this car is 141 horsepower. Yes, 141. It's also mated to a 6-speed DCT gearbox, which honestly does a very good job in town and on the highway, and everything works together really nicely. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour should take around 10 seconds or so. So yeah, definitely not a fast car, but it does make up for that lack of power with an amazing fuel consumption. During my week with this car, I've averaged around 5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is not the 3.5 that Hyundai claims that this car can do, but I could see my average trip consumption going down to around 4.7, 4.5 during trips that involve either, slow city driving where you're using mostly the electric engine, or highway cruises at around 120 kilometers per hour, so chill. Of course, I couldn't give the car back without trying it in a sportier manner. I know it's hybrid, I know it's supposed to be an economical car, and I know it's not a sports car, but you can put it in sports and, have some fun with it, kind of. And when you look at this car and you compare it to a Prius, you quickly realize that this car feels so much faster. That's crazy, because the power difference isn't that big. And again, when it comes to sportiness, you notice that this car is a bit more firm than the Prius. It's okay in town and on the highway, it's not uncomfortable, it's actually pretty comfortable. You can notice over some bumps or on some uneven roads that the car is set up to be more firm, like a bit more on the firm side than a Prius, which also makes it handle way better than the Prius. So again, this car, when it comes to sportiness, it really got the advantage over the Prius. And I know I've said Prius a lot, but I've warned you, this is going to be a video where I kind of compare the two, not only a simple review. Now, what about my own impression behind the wheel of this car? First of all, I think this is a good daily driver. It's economical, it's silent, and it has many options that will make your daily commutes that much more enjoyable. And I know I've said that about many cars, but the truth is, when you look at cars today, you notice that, in fact, they're becoming more and more similar. Back in the days, you could see a clear difference between a BMW, Mercedes, and maybe a Hyundai, a Kia, or even a Toyota. Now it pretty much all kind of blends in. I mean, you can see really luxurious features on entry-level cars. And I really think that Hyundai is doing a great job at keeping prices down, but giving you so much value for your money. And we've hit roadworks on the highway. See, I thought I could escape that Brussels traffic by giving you like a highway review, but no, it just doesn't happen in Belgium, right? Traffic, thank you. I honestly don't really have any complaints, besides the fact that I might not be able to fit behind myself if I had to be driven in the car. I would not be as comfortable as in, I don't know, the Prius, for example. And there's another annoying fact, and I know this is probably going to sound stupid. You know the air vents? In most cars you can just turn them off by scrolling down, or have something that you can just close them off. Well, with this car you don't. You have the option of keeping everything on, or you can just keep it on the driver's side. Which is, alright, it's neat, it's a nice feature, but what if I just want to close one that's annoying me, maybe it's blowing a bit too hard, and I just want 3 vents instead of 4? Well, I cannot do it. And I know it's stupid, but it's annoying me, and that's actually my only complaint. So far so good, right? So the question is, would I take this car over the Toyota Prius or Prius? Still, please tell me in the comments. I'm not sure of how you should pronounce that, in English at least. Well, since I've got the chance to experience both cars, I can now say that for me, this Hyundai is a better match. It's a bit sportier. I like the shape of the car a bit more. I also like the interior design more. I think the dashboard is more, overall the car is more conventional. So when you're driving a regular car, let's say just a regular petrol diesel car, and you jump into a Prius, or a Prius again, you can see that, well, there's a few differences, and you kind of have to get acquainted to the car, and you kind of have to drive it a bit differently. With this car, it's just like you jump in and it's all natural. It's still a gearbox, you have gears, you have, so it's pretty much the same experience, except, well, you're using less fuel in town. So yes, if I had to choose, I would pick the Hyundai Ioniq. But for someone who's looking for a more comfortable daily, even less noise, more comfortable suspension, a bit more headroom in the back and stuff like that, which honestly I can perfectly understand, then you should go for the Prius. Yeah. Maybe this hybrid is aimed at a more young audience, if that makes any sense, I don't know. I hope it does. Alright guys, that's it for me for today. I thank you very much for watching this video, and I also wish to thank Hyundai Belgium for lending me this car. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because it does motivate me when I see people subscribing, enjoying, leaving a comment like, hey, thank you, that was useful, that was a decent review, or just leaving, asking me a question. People are interested, and I really enjoy that. I really enjoy the exchange, and I'm not gonna lie, subscribing to the channel will also help me get more cars, make more reviews. So it's kind of a give situation. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Gabriel, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.